Life's real deep. Going deep. Chad and JT.
Dude, one time I was walking to the Virgil, and I parked catty corner to it, and I saw a Porsche ripping down Vermont doing about 85, and I was like, what the hell? And then I paused and just thought about how angry I was at that Porsche, and then a tow truck came ripping by doing like 90 trying to catch the Porsche.
Whoa.
Ooh.
And it was literally a high speed, I'm gonna tow your ass situation.
Dude, that's also very movie-like, because it's like the guy's like, I need a car, what do I take? Kicks the tow truck guy. He's like, hey, what the hell? I need this ride. Starts hauling after the Porsche.
Oh, it's like that.
And he goes, I'll bring it back. +1.
Yeah.
Do you think it was like a repo man situation?
I was like, it was repoed, or I was like, dude, honestly, I've been that mad when they were going to give me a parking ticket, and I've just been like, book it.
Yeah, I like the tow truck guy being like, not today.
I'm getting your
It's
ass.
not even within the parameters of his job. Doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, it was extra jurisdictional power.
Maybe they get honorary, what do you call it when you can like become a cop for a day or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Are they like in the sphere
ride
of,
along?
they're kind of like,
That's not it. It's like what Shaquille O'Neal is.
it's like the way the Coast Guard can get. Yeah, it's like whatever Shaquille O'Neal is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Citizen arrest. Dude, you know what's crazy? When I looked at the plates on both the cars, they were Mexico tags.
Whoa.
So it's been a long chase.
They've been doing it since DJ.
Wow. All the way up to LA?
Yeah,
It's
like
a bummer you don't get
150
to
miles.
ever know how that played out.
No. I
Dude.
checked Citizen app. They didn't say shit.
Dude.
Citizen Act just tells you what's up in your little neck of the woods, but when you get riffraff passing through, you don't get to see what's going on
The
down there.
transient shit doesn't even get represented.
It's funny too how he just said that the accidents happen down there all the time. There's a couple spots like that in front of my house. There's a little intersection like that, and I'm surprised the city doesn't go, oh shit, that seems to keep happening here. There must be something about the roads or something we should look into.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if all city employees were as passionate as tow truck guy. Then they would do something about it, probably.
They would, because they wouldn't want to tow so many cars.
Yeah.
That guy's got the incentive.
I think LA, like one of our largest line items in the budge is paying out settlements from our busted roads and sidewalks. And like if we legit just fixed it, we'd probably save like 80 cents on the dollar.
That's a trip. You know, one of the big ones right down here, we're close to downtown, right? Where the 110 and the 101 or whatever, 5 things converge. Google Maps has no idea what to tell you how to do. They're like, get off, go right. And you do, and it's like, actually, curve back onto the freeway.
And do that 3rd Street, 4th Street shit.
You can get off, or then they just have you get back on. And you're like,
I've been driving it to come here for two and a half years. I still mess it up 1 out of every 3
as
times.
soon as I see it coming, I'll be like just chilling on check text on my phone. And I'm like, oh shit, fuck, look alive. And you might have to get 4 lanes over.
Bro, because Google Maps will tell you stay on the 10, and then as you get closer, it's like, actually, I meant the 110.
And there's a little quick, if you get off, there's a real quick one too. It's like this was made for horse and buggies in LA's early days or something. And it's funny to see Google Maps just be like, we don't.
Best guess.
My car got totaled once. It was parked on Fountain. Got totaled by guy left a note, but I come out, see my car, it looks like Terminator, just shredded on the side, and there was this old guy just sitting on his porch, and he was like, you want a bottle of water? I was like, all right. And he goes, it happens once a week. And I'm like, oh, once a week, huh? City's like, yeah, what are you gonna do? 3 lanes become 2, you let people park on the side, hey, once a week, what are you gonna do? Simply no solve for that.
That's why, there's some contemporary politicians who are like filling potholes. And like, honestly, if you do that, we don't give a fuck if you fuck up other shit. Cause we're like, at least you're trying a little bit.
And at least I can see it.
Yeah, put a little sweat into it, and we're like, we'll forgive a lot. We'll forgive basically anything.
Yeah.
You could be on like, banging crack rock, sleeping around with like
Could care less.
every dancer on the Lakers team.
Good
but
for
like,
you.
If you're fixing it and we know you're trying, like you pull your tie down a little bit where like the knot comes loose because you're doing this guy.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, dude, thank you.
Yeah.
Dude,
Get a little yellow under the pits. Show me you want it.
dude, a politician that's doing uppers and slamming puss while fixing potholes,
Way down.
that's what I'd vote for.
Yeah,
Let's
they're trying
go.
to get rid of crackheads. Let's get a crackhead in office.
Representation.
They're over there kissing babies. I'm like, fix a pothole.
Yeah.
There is something about that too, where like if someone's and you're really not allowed to do this because like we'll tell you it's too irresponsible and you're like such a bad influence that we have to remove you from people seeing you. But like a successful crackhead is pretty badass.
Incredibly. Very productive. Moving through life. Focus. Attention to detail. Moving. I was just thinking it's funny how politicians used to kiss babies to look good. As though anyone's ever not liked a baby. It's a funny thing to have to prove. They're like, do I like babies? Yeah, I like babies. Watch, I'll kiss one. See? I like them. Yeah, did we distrust politicians that much? I'm like, all right, but does he like babies?
Wow. Oh, Trump kissed a baby?
Yeah, of course, it's a baby.
I messed that up one time. I was running for local office and I was doing a meeting at the senior citizens home and I just went up to this old dude, 91 dick, and just started making out with him to prove I was.
That's actually cooler because people don't like old people.
Yeah, I think babies are kind of easy.
Babies,
they got nice
no-brainer.
skin, they smell good, but
It'd be weird if you didn't. We all want to kiss them. We just don't get permission.
exactly.
91-year-olds sitting there going, no one touches me. No one looks at me. You're like, I'll French kiss you, dude.
I was like, get over here, dude.
Did he give tongue back?
Yeah, he was a good kisser.
Sick.
I mean, he had a lot of experience, but you could tell he was a bit out of practice. Like his mouth was a little too big when we started. But then I could feel him kind of like, oh, yeah, kind of mix and match.
I've been thinking, like, just for when I'm that age, if there was a way to, I don't want to make it gross, but like, what am I trying to say? Say with a 91-year-old woman, let him grope you a little bit or something. Go to the retirement center and just be like, when's the last time, honestly, you felt a hard on? Do you want to feel one? This is not something I'm into sexually or anything, but just to give back.
To help them.
Yes.
I will drop character for a moment. I have visited, when I used to visit my grandma a lot at her old folks' home in SJC, I used to have thoughts like that where I was like, I'd see an old lady walking by just sad as fuck and I'd be like, dude, I will have sex with you.
100%.
Just to be like a good person.
100%.
Because I would want that. Maybe not. Maybe
No,
I'd-
the flip side.
Yeah.
When I'm 90, if a younger woman was like, do you just want to feel my breast for 2 minutes? I'd be
Yeah.
like, thank you. My God. Fuck yes. You think yes.
That sounds really nice.
And that's better than they're like, hey, we've got a Philip, our very nice Filipino nurse is going to sing Frank Sinatra again. That's
Yeah.
great. But if someone comes in and is like, hey, you can squeeze this 35-year-old lady's, honkers, you're like, I'll do
Done.
that. Thanks.
Would love it.
Philip.
Yeah, they're like, hey, do you want to go to memory share? Want to share an old memory? No, I want to make a new memory. Help me.
Yeah, and then a week later, you're like at the table and you're like, dude, I fucking
Guess
got
what,
some
guys?
honkers.
Yeah. And now people be like,
Yeah, I like how you're making it more respectful than I did. That's good.
well, yeah, I just.
No, it's better. It's better.
Well, I was in Trader Joe's and these two old women were together and they were at the coffee station and I was like, after you ladies. And I could tell they liked that I said ladies. And they were like, oh, and she kind of grabbed my arm, gave a little squeeze. And I just thought, what would happen if I was like, look, if you guys want me to come over in like an hour, I'll get naked. You guys can just feel my body. Do you want to jerk me? I mean, truly whatever you guys
It's
want.
like Clockwork Orange when he picks up the chicks at the record store.
Ooh, I forget that part.
He just he goes in there and there's just like two bodacious chicks and he's like, let's fucking get out of here.
Yeah.
And threesome it.
But was he old or young?
They're all like 17 or something.
Okay, yeah, exactly. But this version, it's me and two 80-year-old chicks, and I'm like not even that into it. I'm just donating my body to, the cause.
Bro, bar.
Let's go.
Donating
I had
my
a girlfriend-
body for the cause.
I had a girlfriend once who was a masseuse. She had a guy in his 90s come in, and he was so tender and old and brittle that he barely wanted her to touch him. After a few sessions, she was like, "Why do you want massage? It seems like really hard." And he goes, "It's the only time I get touched."
Wow.
Okay, well, let's fix that. Retirement homes, and again, this is not prostitution. There's no money. It's not a fetish. It's just purely, who gives a fuck? Let's just do it.
I'll do you one level on it. It is prostitution,
Okay.
and that's good.
And then, yeah, maybe I should you charge for it.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's why it's yeah.
But maybe there is a little, maybe wine and dine me.
Totally missed that.
Bake some cookies, whatever you're like. Old people have that dish they make for guests. Make the dish. Make the casserole, whatever it is that is your signature piece. I'll come in. I'll show you my signature piece. Do what you want.
And how would you approach? Like, would you not be wearing pants? Would you have just a tent, like a boner?
That's a good question.
Would you kind of let it, like, would you just be dressed as you are now and just be like, hey, like if you want to like feel it?
Okay,
maybe?
probably what I would do is for ladies that age, I would probably dress up a little bit. I think they appreciate slacks and a collared shirt, like a handsome young man. Kind of maybe a sport coat, walk on in.
I like that you're making it a full experience. It's not just about the physical, because you understand how important like foreplay and kind of make it romantic, make it an all-together experience.
Yeah, and like you can make it fun. Just go in there, play Scrabble first. Just kind of just kick it. Should go one step further. Be like, if you want to show me pictures about your life, I'll watch.
Yeah.
I think I'd go Latin lover on it. What's your angle?
Just walk in, flip them on their back on the bed, and just go for it.
Just put Mark Anthony on, and then have some do some like hot stepping dancing. Some like oh hey oh hey oh hey.
I think maybe I'd go lifeguard. Oh. Maybe it'd be like, oh, I'm drowning, and she's just and give mouth to mouth, and then
Wait, sorry, who's drowning?
she's drowning.
She's drowning,
I
okay.
save her, mouth to mouth.
You drag her across the floor, like you're swimming her back to shore, but then you pull her into the bed.
Yeah, I get on my back, hold on to this, and drag her.
That's kind of actually a hot way to do it if you work in the retirement home and an old person passes out because they're ill or something.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, oh shit, call the medic, just sexily drag them back to their bed.
Yeah.
Maybe like the people that work in the nursing homes could step it up. Be a little sexier around the house.
I would like that. I did find at they always seemed tired, the people who helped out at my grandma's old folks home. Like they were pretty frustrated, which bothered me, but I was also like, but you're doing this 24 hours a day, so I understand that.
Totally.
It probably wears on you. But they'd be like, eat your food, Claire!
So unable to pull out of the moment to understand what this person's going through.
Like Claire would just like spit out like,
Oh, good.
and they'd be like,
Swallow it the first time, and I won't have to clean it off your shirt.
they were all out of patience.
Let's say you want to take your grandma to an assisted living home and you're interviewing them. If the nurse was like, by the way, this is your grandma, so he's like, by the way, I still get boners, so they're up for grabs. Would you be stoked?
Yes.
Wait, sorry, I took my grandma there.
You take
I
your
learned.
grandma there.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yes, I would be.
I think I would. Totally. And again, it's not like, look, if they want to sleep together, they can do that too. But, just fondle, have a good time. Probably, it would probably have made her come back to her old vibrancy.
It might have extended the life, and the quality of life would have gone away. But physical touch is such a huge component of the human experience, and old people are like completely removed from it. And then two old people together, I don't even know if that could happen past a certain age because they're just too frail. Like, can you imagine like two 90-year-olds on top of each other? Like, I don't even know if that.
Right,
like,
the hips are.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's like, I'm gonna get between your legs. It's like already I'm like nervous.
Yeah,
he could go down on her
for sure.
Yeah,
God damn, he could. Oh fuck, he could, huh?
You could do that.
Oh fuck, man.
You could probably lap that. He could lap. You could lap that up. You could lap puss till the day you die.
Yeah, it's true. He's got to get on his knees though.
Mm-hmm. He rolls his wheelchair up to the side of the bed. Just leans slightly forward and goes, "There's my girl."
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Dude, I like the idea too of like you just being like, hey, you can just touch my boner if you want, and just seeing where it goes.
Yeah, I was thinking it'd be interesting to. We should, well, you guys have ladies. I'm single, but hopefully your girls will be down. Obviously, you're just doing charity work.
Mm-hmm. My girl's watching. Big shout out to my lady.
Oh, hey, what's up? Just to toss it out a couple times and just see what happens. Mm-hmm. Like next time those ladies squeeze my arm in Trader Joe's, maybe just, what's the harm?
It would be an interesting thing to try to explain to her. To be like, honey, I cheated. She'd be pissed. She'd be like, who was it? And I was like, a 91-year-old I met at Trader Joe's.
What's her name? Do you love her?
That.
It sucks too that people just assume you have a kink. Like, if you're old, you're like, I can't even be loved without it being a kink. It's gotta be something.
I think do you feel like as a society we're too quick to pathologize people's attractions?
Yes. Or at least to judge them, because say, there's something fun about playing outside the norms.
For sure.
Whether it's age or whatever else there is.
I feel like every single person has like the box they got put in, and then they find a way to like sexually kind of breach the edge. Mm-hmm. And then we're like, oh, that's weird. And it's like, well, it's weird because it's not your breach point, but every single person has one.
Yeah, I think about it like comedy and sex are both like, we're all tied up in a specific knot, and then those things help us untie our knots and feel better.
Right.
Different things make you laugh because different things wind you up, so different things unwind you. With sex, like whatever happened to you from ages 0 to 18,
yeah,
it's all wound up in you, and now this helps you feel whole again. And then also, sometimes you just want to, with sex, it feels like you're not really allowed to try stuff and then just not like it. Like if I try food, I'll try anything. And if I don't like it, I just go, not for me. Mm-hmm. No one goes, oh, but I saw you eat casserole, so you love casserole? You must love that because you ate it. No, I just tried it. I didn't like it.
There's a lot of pressure. If you try something, it's like in sex and it doesn't work, big letdown. Like you're like, hey, let me try and tie you up. But like you're kind of fumbling. She's like, it's hurting my wrist. You're like, actually, I'm not even really into this. And then you feel dumb.
You lost your scene partner when they do that.
Yeah.
It's like the director went, cut. And you're like, sorry, I was trying to pretend like I'm a dungeon master tying you up or whatever. I've had girls like, you're kind of doing something, and then they'll go, I don't like when you say that. And they go, no taken, move on. Stay in the pocket. Subtle direction.
Yeah, well, I'm like, yeah, well, your mom's food sucked the other night.
I like that. Say that again.
I'm gonna come. She's like, oh, you're bad. What?
It worked. Afterwards, you're like, we both have to talk about that. I don't know where that came from, but I need it to keep coming.
Like, you're going over to their family house, you're just piling up negative notes on everybody. Your sister's got fat ankles.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
She does, huh?
But then randomly you're like, yeah, and your dad's stories are too long. That's not, I don't like that.
Back off my dad.
Whoa,
okay.
All
right, hey.
All right, fuck.
I'm just trying to make you come. Oh yeah, I guess I'm the bad guy.
Guys, I'm here to talk about a life-changing product, okay? We all know what it's like when, okay, I'm gonna get a little graphic on you. So you start off the morning, you drop a deuce, and you wipe it, and then the rest of your day is just miserable because you didn't wipe your deuce the right way. Because that way of doing things is outdated, okay? In comes Tushy. I installed a Tushy bidet on my freaking toilet, and it has been a game changer. My beehole feels so freaking good, dude. I'm not like I'm not like rubbing it with all this paper and all this stuff, dude. It's like a summer pool party in my freaking cornhole. How sick is that? And look, it's my butt chakras are just next level, dude. I love Tushy. It has changed my life. It has changed my beehole. It has, I mean, dude, bidets are the truth. I don't know why we don't have more bidets in America, but we're saving the earth. We're saving our bungholes. We're doing something huge, and that fires me up. Also, it looks great in my V room. Honestly, better than my other toilet seat. I'll send you guys a photo. And dude, it's just next level. The Tushy is friggin' awesome. It's you're transforming your beehole. It's beehole wellness. And yeah, dude, I'm freaking stoked. You get 2-in-1 benefits, reducing irritation, preventing micro tears with soothing water instead of scratchy toilet paper or damaging wet wipes. Dude, could you even ask for more? Air conditioning stops at your waistband. Stay fresh all day with Tushy. For a limited time, our listeners get 10% off their first bidet order when you use code GODEEP at checkout. That's 10% off your first bidet order at hellotushy.com with promo code GODEEP. All right, back to the show. Dude, I think every young man faces an important choice. Wear a helmet or get laid. Because I think in order to demonstrate value as a young man to a potential female sexual partner, you have no choice but to show her that you disregard gravity.
Fully.
And if you wear a helmet, then that's saying, oh, actually, you still fear gravity a little bit. So if you go no helmet, you catch fat air, you should be getting laid. If you're wearing a helmet, you're putting it off out of respect for your dome, but that's the choice you're making.
I came face to face with that conundrum when I was about 12, 13 for the first time. Got one of those big helmets that comes on a turtle, little styrofoam turtle. You remember those? It's a giant helmet. I already have a tall head. I was wearing this helmet. I got a new bike, for Christmas. And I'm thinking, I can't wear this fucking helmet. There's no way. So I didn't, but it was a battle. I had to hide it, sneak it. But I think something flips once you're getting laid. Say you're married. Now all of a sudden, you got to show that your wife that you care by protecting your dome and sticking around on planet Earth.
Right.
So it's almost like the way in Hawaii you put a flower behind an ear if you're single or together. No helmet tells me you're single trying to get laid. Helmet says, I got kids at home. I got to live through this.
That's so true. Wow.
Like I'm prioritizing safety over optics.
Correct.
My little bro one time was like, but dog, if I'm meeting someone indoors, don't I need to bring my helmet so she knows I disrespect air on the outside? And I said, nah, dog, because you ride your dirt bike inside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course. That's a great move.
Yeah, that's why it's important to have an older brother. Because what did you do when you faced that conundrum? How'd you figure it out?
I took my CR80 straight into the bowling alley.
Oh, so you just instinctively knew.
I knew. It was tough to get through the door. I stalled once.
Yeah, you went right through the glass, right?
Then I went through the glass and I hucked it down the lane.
Did you get a strike?
Straight strike. I broke the fucking little board in front.
That's all good as long as the pins go down. That's a strike.
But my buddy Kelly worked there and he hooked it up. He made me pay for it, but he hooked it up.
What do you make of these guys? Guys that wear their helmets, park the bike, walk inside, keep it on. Go to a coffee shop, you see 5 people with their bike helmets on. I used to have a roommate, he would do that. He'd park his bike, walk into the house, helmet on. I'm like, dude, you don't need that now.
That guy's got like 5 kids at least.
He must.
And if your roommate's doing that, how many kids does he have?
He had 0. That was my concern.
Yeah, that's really upsetting.
I hadn't thought about that in about 10 years, but on the way home, I'm going to have to daydream about what that might have meant for him or something. It's almost like he didn't, actually maybe it's an insult to me, like he doesn't care how he comes off to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's not trying to impress me or look good around the house.
What did you say to him when he?
Nothing.
Did you ever?
We didn't have a roast kind of relationship.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be tough in that situation because you're like, I for sure need to make fun of you about this, but like, the type of dude who would do that probably isn't the type of dude that you can do that with.
Exactly. It's almost like he's wearing his armor in the house, telling
Yeah.
you, hey, I'm still on the battlefield. Took it off in his room when he felt safe, probably.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Because when I picture someone with a helmet in front of me, it makes me want to punch them in the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, well, you started it.
Mm-hmm.
You made me feel that way.
Yeah, you came in here wearing armor.
I was chilling, had a bowl, I was smoking, I'm hanging. Then you got to walk in looking obnoxious. What am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
Just keep watching the movie? No, I'm pissed off because I don't like how you look.
No, you kick him.
Yeah, if
Kick
you
him, punch him in the stomach, whatever.
yeah, if you if some fucking like I had a teacher, Mr. White, and he used to wear his rollerblading wrist guards in class.
Mm-hmm.
And that made me want to trip him all the time.
For sure.
Because you're like, yeah, well, if you had a pan in here with macaroni and cheese in it, I want to take a bite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to test him out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he wanted. Maybe that's why he wore them. Like if a girl wears like a collar, she wants to be pulled around. You know, maybe it's a kink is what I'm saying. Maybe he's got something going on.
He had rheumatoid.
Dude,
yeah, he could just have a carpal tunnel.
Yeah, something like that.
Dude,
but as a teenager, you don't know what that is.
No,
You're
I thought he rollerbladed.
What the fuck, dude?
Dude, are you sure you just didn't have a problem with masturbation?
There you go.
He's probably cranking too much.
He's like, worked out the right arm. Now I got to work the left out. Another bow tired.
Dude, I got a bit on that.
Now I got to get this 91-year-old to come hang out with me.
Dude, they got those.
Dude, before you get into your bit, I mean, when you talked about the girl with the collar on, it kind of gave me a little bit of a stiffy. So,
Interesting.
If there's any old ladies on the Twitch, feel free to cruise by and you can touch it.
And dudes.
And dudes, yeah.
I hooked up with a 61-year-old once.
How was that?
Surprisingly normal. I did it just, I was just curious.
Did she teach you anything?
No, it's just kind of normal, actually.
Do you look back on it fondly?
Yes, I do. I thought I had...
Sorry.
Yes, I do. Oh, sometimes when the autumn wind blows just a certain way and the leaf goes by the window.
She looked like that?
That's hot.
Something in that range.
Bro,
That's awesome, dude.
Just to relate, I hooked up with a 30-year-old one time.
You did, bro?
Yeah.
Damn, how was that?
How old were you at the time?
I was like 35.
Okay. That's crazy.
It was wild.
Yeah. 30 is a crazy age.
Yeah.
Dirty 30. Like this girl at 61, she's kind of chilled out, knows who she is. You're trying to wrangle a beast, dude. 30
No, I'm saying
years
she was old. I'm trying to joke like that's old.
No, I know. I was just trying to go with. No, I was just trying to go with you. Like it's crazy.
I missed it. No, I suck. Keep going.
I was just trying to roll with you like that.
I thought you were going the other way. Yeah.
No, I was just like I didn't want to say that's not old.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I was just thinking that's it. But in a way, it is more challenging.
Yes.
There's a lot more. To be honest, that was kind of what dating at my age or our age. I'm like. Everyone's kind of, I'm single, I'm trying to date to find the person, and so is everyone else. And then you get to a point where you're like, all right, well, if this ain't it, I got to move on. But so I'm like, how do I just have something that's fun and that doesn't have stakes? Because I can't control when I'll meet someone I want to date. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I know, I go old.
And did you?
That was smart.
Yeah, because she's not trying to start a family. I'm not wasting anyone's time. I'm not.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty clever. But then you know what? She wanted to start kicking it.
Really?
Yeah, I was like...
She got hooked.
I don't know. I mean, she just wanted... She was like, oh, we should go to the farmer's
market. Not to put
market.
that brag on you, but that's... I
think she was looking for just connection. She was like, oh, we should go to the farmer's market on Sunday. And I was like, I don't know about that. I was just trying to keep this like kind of...
Right. You thought she wanted... that she would be more open to the casual, maybe not perfect fit thing.
You know what? I'm not saying... Yeah, kind of. And I'm not saying she
I
wasn't.
That too. It makes
but I
sense
just got
to
the
me.
same energy
Yeah.
I went from dating anyone. I was like, I don't feel like...
My friend's mom went through a divorce, and she's like in her 60s, and she was talking to me about being single and dating, and it was all mapped out exactly to like people in their 20s where she's like, this guy's really nice and he likes me a lot, but I'm not that into it. But this one guy's like not returning my text.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I don't like him, but like I gotta see him again. And I was like, damn, you're just doing the like
Same old shit.
the same old shit. And like when she was married, she was like a totally different psychology. But then once she got back into the mix, it was crazy to see it all come back.
You know, the trippiest part about age, I think, is that it isn't that big a deal.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
You're really not
I turned
different.
40. When I was a kid, I thought 40 was super old. Turn 40 and you're like, I don't know, same old dude.
Do you think
You know.
Did you, and with this divorced mom, did you offer her?
we'd
body?
had sex a bunch. That's why they got divorced, is because I slept with both of them.
Okay. Yeah.
That's good. Make it even at least, so it's a
I felt
easier
bad.
breakup.
I slept with him first, actually.
Smart.
And then I was like, she was like, oh, why didn't you do me? Sorry.
No, that is true about age. I feel like you'll be like 8. I guess when you're 80, maybe you start to really feel it. But dude, I feel like you kind of just feel the same once you pass 30.
Yeah, I think you think the same. Maybe you're a little. Sometimes when I hang around people in their 20s, like there is a sharpness to their, you know, like a funny 21-year-old. There'll be a quickness to it that'll make me feel like maybe I lost a step.
Yeah, more energy.
But then I'm like, oh, I'm getting in my own way. Actually, they're not judging me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's funny. When I was 21, if I was hanging out with someone older, I never thought about it. I was actually kind of felt privileged to be around an older person.
Yeah.
But then as an older person, it's a little more self-conscious where I'm like, oh no, they're looking at me weird.
Totally.
Yeah.
It goes. I've recently. I keep finding myself being the oldest guy in the bar. I was at Zebulon on a Friday. You know, easily the oldest there by 5 years, 6 years.
Corey, I will go with you anytime.
Let's go.
You need a wingman.
Well, because I walked in there and I was like, it was a friend's birthday, and immediately I just felt all these eyes on me, probably on my head. But I remember when I was 25, there was a party that when someone 40 rolls in, you're like, all right, dudes, circle the women. A pervert has entered the bar. He's coming for our women. What the hell is that old guy doing here? And so when I come in, I'm kind of like trying to be, hello, I'm just here for a little whiskey.
Signal, like,
Just want to warm my hands by the fire for a moment.
I'm safe. I'm chill.
I'm safe, you know. But they probably aren't thinking that. I don't know.
No, I don't think they're thinking that at all. You know what I do think, though? I think Los Angeles is bad this way, too. Like, there's not a lot of third spaces for older people to rip in LA. And you'll go to bars and, like, when we're traveling in other towns where it's a wider demo, and you're like, oh, everyone's kind of allowed to get after it here, and they're not really judging anyone based on, you know, color, creed, age. And then in LA, it does feel a little bit more filtered. And then this is really hard for me, especially as I get older. There's just not a lot of places for someone at 40 to dance.
At all.
Period.
Unless you want to be up till 4 a.m. at a warehouse rave downtown.
No, I can't do that.
It's like, let's go earlier, daytime or something.
Dude, a daytime dance.
You know, and there's little house rave. I mean, it's funny because I have had the same problem. And I've been like, okay, I got to fix this, dude. I got to start going to, I know there's day parties around here. There's things going on. So I need to get on some mailing lists, or I don't know how to find out about them.
I'm going to 24 Hour Fitness next Monday, and I'm doing their hip hop class because I walked by it and it looked like it was like 12 women, like 3 dudes. 2 of the dudes were gay. Instructor looked gay but fun. I don't know why I said but. And I was like, I need to be in that.
Because sometimes they're really fun. And you just want to clarify he looked fun.
I was like, I need to get in there. And, you know, I was nervous talking about the whole thing, so I knew I was going to make a mistake and just make myself look worse than I am. But I really want to get in there next Monday because I was like, I just need to dance with people and, like, have them see me dance. I need it.
Yeah. It's back to our earlier conversation about touch. Dance, movement, touch. There are some fundamental things that an alien looking at Earth would be like, hey, guys, just so you know, remember touch, dancing, and we completely forget about them. Even if when you go to a bar that is meant to be for socializing and getting all that energy out, it's not. You just stand around. Maybe people pretend, ooh, I'm dancing to the music, but they're not losing themselves.
No.
Then you see, like, my buddy is down in Africa living with his tribe for a while. he posts videos of their like campfire dance ceremonies. I'm like, those people are working it out. That looks cathartic. That looks amazing.
Which country is he in?
Don't know.
That's sick.
How long is he living there?
He's been traveling around that area. He just kind of stuck around for a couple months.
Wow.
And they're dancing all the time.
You know, I don't know. I'm seeing his Instagram posts. I'm seeing, you know, once a week. I'm assuming Friday night, you know.
We see the
Friday, 4 to
BTS and
7.
they're like, hey, man, you're too old. You got to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm thinking they do probably, Friday night, Saturday night, ladies' night, whatever, you know, standard stuff.
Yeah, they have a work week.
They probably, they got to work same work week we do, so.
He's like, man, it's Monday again.
It's Monday again. Let's go dance it off again. But yeah, we need to be hugged more, and we need to dance more.
Agreed.
Duh. Almost like so much so that the mayor or the president needs to be like, the potholes, we'll fix it, and the tax stuff. But is it possible that no one's that happy because, I don't know, no one's getting touched? Or
Well, think about this, COVID. What did people do when they couldn't be around each other? They danced and posted it online.
There we go. We danced more when we were isolated.
It's instinctive. We don't know. We just get pulled to that.
True. You know, hugs, I feel like it's easier to get laid than it is to get a hug. Like a good, sincere, you ever done a heart hug?
No.
We always go, what do we do? People always go on the one side. I think we usually go left, right? If you go the other way, your heart touches where their heart is.
I can't remember the last time I've done that with someone other than my, like a loved one.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing that, you see people at festivals do it, and, when you're all homied up. But you do that, and then you take 3 really deep breaths in and out together.
Wow.
And you'll feel your heart start to
Sync
synchronize
up.
a bit.
Oh, really? Wow.
It's accessible to everyone. You can do it anytime. It's a great thrill. Have I done it in the last year? No.
Dude, that leads me to a question I had for you. So I met my fiance at a rave. I gave her a light show. And you go to Burning Man a lot. Mm-hmm. Do you have a greatest love story at Burning Man? Do you fall in love there a lot?
Yeah, almost to where I kind of don't want to talk about it.
Okay, yeah.
In case they listen or
I
something.
can respect your
I've
privacy.
had a few, it's the best place to fall in love because there's so much to do. Like whatever, if you go on a date to a bar or to the park, it's like, this is what we're doing. Mm-hmm. We're going to sit here or we're going to drink here. There you go for a walk. And then, oh, that music sounds good. Let's go dance. Or art car goes by. Let's jump on that. Or there's a TED Talk. That looks interesting. Let's go listen to it. And then meanwhile, you're also in survival mode because you're like, okay, I got sunscreen. You're protecting each other. Like your shoulders got burnt. Lip balm. Do you have enough water? So there's kind of this nice primal survival thing happening while you're in an environment where you can do so many fun things together.
Yeah.
And learn about each other so fast. It's pretty incredible.
That's cool.
Yeah, because if you even a small gesture, if you bring someone a bottle of water because they look thirsty,
Yeah.
I think that creates a dynamic that's very appealing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it can go deeper than you think. It seems like a small gesture, but actually it signals something to the other person.
Yeah. Especially when it's so hot. And you guys offered me water here and I'm grateful for it. But out there when you're super hot and you just trekked a mile, a water is a beautiful gesture.
It's I see you, and if you're in danger, I will take care of you.
Or one of your friends comes up and just goes, hands it to you. Or goes, hey, put a little sunscreen on your shoulders. You're like, oh, thank you. I feel so supported. Plus, it's cool to be in an environment where everyone's walls are down, and so everybody's talking the way we are now, like everyone is. Then when you connect with someone out there, you actually can go a layer deeper pretty quickly. Here, I feel like you could date someone for 6 months and be like, I don't know that much about them.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you there's you barter a lot there? Is there a specific item that you're known for bringing? Or do you just bring basic supplies?
Well, in general, it's more of a karma barter. It's like house parties in college. I'll throw one this weekend. I assume I'll be able to go to another one a different weekend. Mm-hmm. So your camp does stuff. But to be honest, I've always felt pretty guilty about it. I don't contribute much other than positive attitude. And
But I was
whatever.
gonna say, you're saying that like it's not a big thing to contribute, but you throw a great party, you throw great hangs. It's like I know you don't want to say that about yourself because it's almost like when people are like, I'm an idea guy, but there are people who are that guy, and it's essential.
I feel like, I don't feel too guilty about it, but part of it is every year it's like, with comedy or writing schedules, it's hard to kind of block off time, and then money comes and goes. So I'm not, people that have more of a 9-to-5 schedule will be like, that's when I'm going. They rent the RV. They bring out the art project they made all year.
Itinerize it.
Yeah, I'm always like, I think I can go the week before, buy my ticket, throw all my shit in my car, and I get out there. And no planning.
Do you plan on going this year?
It's going to be one of those. I haven't thought about it. I'm sure I will.
That is one thing about comedy I find is like it is tougher to plan ahead.
It's very hard. It's impossible.
Yeah, because you're like, I don't know.
But also, I'll say this. When I first started going, it was so scaled down. Like, our camp throws some parties, but they're like kickbacks, But they're fun. Everyone's fun. And I like that. I like the chill hangs. Over the years, people ramp up. Okay, tonight's our Rager. We're going to this and this. And it's fun, and I'm grateful for it. But I'm also like, I don't feel guilty about that. If you guys want to do that, that's great.
Well, it's like you go to the movieplex. Like, what's a better movie, Inception or Before Sunset?
Before sunset.
There you go.
Great example. Great example.
Do you are you able to just party consistently?
Out there?
Yeah. Like, do you get like as just in general? Do you get hungover? Are you able to
I
power
don't get
through?
that hungover, but booze is really affecting my sleep.
Yes.
If I drink after a certain time,
What is
sleep, it's cortisol.
Yeah.
that? It's crazy. Everything's affecting my sleep. Bros, if I have 6 chocolate almonds before I go to bed,
Yeah.
I wake up at 5 in the morning and I'm like, I got hit by a fucking truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, if I lift too much, if I sprint too hard before bed, stress gets jacked up. I think it's the cortisol. I can't sleep. Then I can't sleep. Transfers into the next day. Dog's like, can't take me for a walk. I'm like, sorry, puppy. You're staying in today.
Oh, it ripples. It ripples.
And then
It
you
snowballs.
put
Yeah.
on your phone, which is always telling us how bad our sleep is. And it's like, if you sleep less than 7 hours in a night, 3 nights in a row, your cognitive function is impaired by 45%. I'm like, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, no, if those studies are true, I am running at idiot level. No question.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing a sleep study on Monday.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I don't think I have apnea. But
We all got apnea.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I have from like strep throat in high school. My tonsils are giant.
I had chronic tonsillitis. I had to get them removed.
Okay, that's what I want. But in order to get them removed, I have to prove to insurance I have apnea. So I'm doing a sleep test. But I don't know if I have it or not.
Bro, you're coming
I just want-
through.
I
I'm
just
in the
want my
same boat as
tonsils
you,
out,
though.
dude.
You got your adenoids still in?
What are those? Oh,
in
no,
your
but
nose.
she wants to drill them and pull something out of them.
They're going to pull those guys out too.
Yeah.
They did mine separate, which was like, I don't know why. The second doctor was like, they should have done both these at the same time. It's crazy when doctors make mistakes like that.
I heard tonsillitis is brutal, or tonsil removal is brutal though. The post.
The recovery's tough. I was like 14 when I did it, so and even then you'd think like, oh, you're a young whippersnapper, you'll bounce right out of it, but no, you're hurting for a good solid week.
Yeah, she was like, it'd be like, she's like, a lot of people your age doing it usually plan on like 2 weeks off work. The real danger is about a week or two in. Sometimes the scab falls off, and then you might just start having like buckets of blood coming down. Then you want to just rush to the ER, and I'm like, okay.
Bro, I remember I got my tonsils out and friends were coming to visit me, and this one girl, cute girl, came over, and I was being annoying. I was like, we should cuddle. And she was like, okay, let's cuddle. And we cuddled, and I felt like the man. My brother came in, I was like, yeah. And then we had an argument later, and he's like, you know, you didn't brush your teeth for like a week after your tonsils got pulled. I bet you that smelled like shit for her.
Oh, hilarious.
It's like devastating. I was like, fuck, he's right.
No, damn.
I know.
Did you ever see her again?
I saw her
I guess
at
it's high school, you see her
Yeah,
all
I
the
saw her
time.
with her other boyfriend. A couple months later, they were happy.
Isn't that funny how high school works? Like, you like go through heartbreak, and then they're like, all right, anyway, got a test tomorrow in chemistry. Show up and handle that.
Dude, it's insane. You get into I got into a fight with this kid. I've talked about it here a million times. I got into a fight with this kid. Then we got to see each other at school every day. I'm like, this is my sworn enemy.
It's probably something very healthy about it. Like
makes
you're
you
forced
work.
to like figure your shit out.
You can't run from your demons. Your demons are in class with you and they're active. And you're like, well, I got to survive. But you know, it crushes a lot of people too. I think
Totally.
it puts in like a permanent anxiety or wound into a lot of folk.
Absolutely.
Not me.
Not me. My school is small, chill, easy, fun. I had a great time.
It was fun.
Never got in a fight.
You
You're
never
a
got in a
cool guy.
fight? Have you ever been in a fight? Ever?
No. The only time somebody came at me with anything was I drew a cartoon in the school paper, like something about the football team, and I drew one of the guys to look like my friend on the team, and then I drew just a random ogre. And this guy in our high school was like 6'5", ended up playing for Cal, came up to me after school and goes, saw that cartoon you drew of me. And I was like, of you? He goes, yeah, everyone says it's me. And I go, I made the other one look like Grant. If I wanted that one to look like you, I would have made it look more like you. And he goes, well, that's what people think. And so then that night at a party, he came up to me with one of those red, thick wiffle ball bats, broke it over my back.
Really?
But it broke so quick, it actually didn't hurt.
You probably look tough, honestly.
I just remember turning and going, what are you doing? And he was like, so it's for drawing the picture of me in the paper. That's about as close as I ever got.
That's hilarious.
I think you handled that well.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and I don't think I would be good at fighting, so I strategically tried to be chill, get out of the way.
I don't think people give that strategy enough credit.
Yeah.
The be chill strategy.
Well, yeah, and it's interesting. Like, if I was huge, like, maybe I would be like, oh, I could just solve this by fighting that guy. That would end this a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
I find smaller people fight more.
Oh, okay.
I was at a
Yeah, that's true.
I was at a USC football game and these dudes were just being so obnoxious behind us. And I was like, dude, you guys got to shut up. And they were like foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
They made fun of me good too. They're like, sorry, dude, didn't know you were Notre Dame Irish. And I go, I'm a lion. Because I went to Loyola Marymount. They go, oh, you're a lion? I was like, oh, fuck. Like, when I said that stupid shit. And then, and we went back and forth a little bit. But when we were leaving, I was with one guy who was like huge. And he's like, honestly, dude, like, that never happens to me. He's like, I'm so huge. People just like kind of assume I'll win. So they leave me alone.
Right.
Kind of thing.
I wonder too if like, I notice whenever I'm rolling out with like a big dude, I don't do anything different, but in my head I am like, okay, I'm safe tonight.
We're set.
We're good, no matter what. Who wants to talk to me? Talk about whatever. If you got a problem with me, I'm with this guy right here. We haven't talked about it. I'm not sure his feelings on the situation, but pretty sure he'd kick your ass if you fuck with me. So
me and Strider almost got beat up by like a bunch of guys one time, and it was because my friend got into a kerfuffle with some people. And I didn't realize it, but every time we went, it was in Newport. Every time we went back to Newport, the friend who got into the kerfuffle, he'd bring this one guy who sucked. And I was like, why do you keep bringing this guy? He's like, he knows how to fight.
oh, that's funny. They roll out to parties the way people roll out to war. They're in like a little Jeep, like, where are you from? I'm from Kentucky. Well, as long as you know how to man the gun, you can come out with us.
Yeah. Look, he's not the best man in the barracks, but when you get out in the trenches, we need him. I'm like, well, these hangs suck, dude.
Once the bar gets after 1 a.m. and the boys start turning feral when they can't get laid, you're gonna want a little fighter like that on your team. Exactly. Shit, if you're out after 3 a.m., you might need 2 of them.
He'd like come over. He's like, yeah, Melvin's gonna be here in 20 minutes. I was like, quit inviting him, dude. We're not gonna fight anybody. It was a one-off.
Dude, I knew this guy from high school who the dugouts he was on the baseball team and the dugouts. There was a fight on the field and he was the only guy that didn't clear the dugout. I wasn't there, I didn't see it, but I heard the high school coach laid into him afterwards, which is also funny for a baseball coach in high school.
Like a grown man.
You better, if next time there's a fight, if your ass is on the bench, you're off the fucking team. Mm-hmm. Then cut to college, and this guy's like 5'6". He's not a big dude. twice I was in situations where he fought like unnecessarily, you know, like there's one, these guys like fought, there was a fight that broke out in our house, table got smashed, whatever. And the guys kind of leave and get pushed out and they kind of like jog away. And then a few minutes later, we're like, where did he, I'm not going to say his name, but where does homeboy go? And we go out on the street and we just see him like 2 blocks down, jump, punch the guys. Like he tracked him down like a dog, like long term for 2 blocks, jumped, punched him, and then ran all the way back. And it was like, fight was over. They were gone. But he did that twice. I saw him do it. You could tell it was on his shoulder, like on his, you know, weighed him down. But I'm like, dude, your karma is clear, dog. You have made up for it.
Sorry, I got so many. I'm really cooking now. I was on a family vacation. Lucky guy. I was in the Bahamas, and they had a club for kids, and I was outside of it. I was like 14. I was like 17. And I'm talking to these 2 chicks. I'm like, I'm crushing it. And this like 12-year-old Bohemian kid jumps in the air and just punches me in the head. He came flying out of nowhere. He just jumped in there. Little 12-year-old just came flying and just socked me straight in the head. And I took a few steps over. It didn't like knock me up, but I was just like, what the fuck? And then he went, later, bitch, and walked off.
No way.
I swear to God. And then we were walking back through the lobby, and I saw him, and yeah, he was like 12, but I ran up and punched him. And all these people, he was talking to like some Jersey kids that they must have met and hit it off. And these people were like, what's your problem? I was like, he hit me. He hit me first.
Yeah, without the context, you just look insane.
I looked insane. People like, I remember there was like these 3 Jersey guys and like 2 Jersey girls, and they looked at me and they were like, what are you doing?
When you hit him, what happened?
I just went up. It wasn't a punch. I went up and just gave him like a strong forearm to the shoulder. And I mean, he was like 12. He went flying. And he cleared like the whole lobby. Then he hit the ground. And this little shit, he looked up and he was like sad. He was like, why would you do that? I'm like, well, you just punched me in the head 5 minutes ago, man.
What did he explain himself?
No, he was like on the ground and everyone was tending to him. And I think he kind of switched gears. He went from aggressor to aggrieved fairly quickly. And I was, and you know how I can get. I got a little self-righteous. I was like, he hit me. I was like, I got punched in the head.
Check the cameras.
I was like 16 or 17. I mean, I had a lot of age and heft on him.
And the chicks, after when he punched you in the head, what'd they do?
That was over. he totally sandbagged me with those women. Because I didn't know what to talk about next. I couldn't laugh it off. I just looked hurt and mad, and I was like, all right. And then I just saw him 20 minutes later by happenstance, and I was like, I got to do something to get my.
You get that adrenaline.
Dude, he went. I got him good.
It's funny how that I've never had that fight adrenaline, but I remember watching a fight in high school. This guy like shit on this other guy's baseball hat in the toilet. And so then came to blows behind the 7-Eleven, big circle after school. And the fight happens, and, it happens, and it kind of tires out and peters out. And I just remember this one kid, you could tell he just was so like, fuck yeah, like the way people get watching
It's
UFC. It's contagious.
Yeah.
I saw him just run like 20 feet, jump, punch this other kid, and then just sprint away. Similar excitement. He was just like, I just gotta. It's almost like dance fever. Like,
there's a contagious rabble energy to it. You can even feel it if you go to like a protest or something when stuff starts to kick off.
Oh, totally.
You're like, they're not going to be able to put the pin back in this thing.
No, totally.
It's there's like an animal thing, and it starts to wind up, and once it goes, it's gone. It's just like everyone starts going crazy. And if you're not in that headspace, like I was actually pretty sensible most of the time. I'd be like, everybody needs to chill out, but you'd be like, there's no chilling this thing out. You got to get out of it.
And I'm not prone. I know that feeling, and maybe I don't know. Maybe I've had it, but I think my body goes the other way. Like one time we got me and Donnie, my buddy, were playing basketball. Long story short, Donnie accidentally trips this guy. Little guy gets up and he's like, "What the fuck, dude? You fucking tripped me!" And Donnie's like, dude, total accident. It clearly was. Everybody's chilling him out. Guy kind of walks it off. Then his tall friend comes in and goes, stumbled in an accident, dog. That guy's trying to fucking trip you, man. You're going to fucking take that shit? You're going to fucking play this game? And I was like, are we good to play or what? And he goes, oh, yeah, we're good to play. Let's do this. And I was like, all right, fuck this. Wrap it up. Let's go. So me and Donnie start walking. I leave. We're walking along the long chain link fence. And the guy runs up to the fence and just goes, yeah, get the fuck out of here, you little pussy. Actually, a funnier part is before that. Oh, yeah. So he says that. And suddenly, I was, not for myself, but I was so protective of Donnie in that moment. I just got filled with that level 10 rage where I just said, like, the most full of conviction, just fuck you. But, like, with most conviction I've ever had. I just saw the eyes blank, like Ron Artest, brawl status. He sprints to get us, sprints to the gate. As he's trying to get through there's a playground in there. As he's trying to come out, a family's going in. He, in his rage, holds the gate and lets the family walk through. And then he sprints towards us. And I just remember my body just going, so calm. And I was like, fuck, that's good, but I don't know. Maybe I need to be a little more alive
awesome.
here. But I got so calm, and I just thought, your laptop's in your backpack. Don't fall or break it. It's probably okay just to run. Who cares? And then there was a giant light pole, so I just kept him in between me and the pole for a minute.
Yeah.
And then he kind of calmed down. And then eventually I just flagged all the guys in the court, and I'm like, get out of here. Like,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I've done that one too. A guy was chasing me one time at a pickup basketball game, and I was like just running from him.
Why was he chasing you?
He came over. There was some argument over who was going to be on the next court, and he had a reputation. That was my first time at the court, but he had a reputation for starting fights, and like he played way too physical and was just like one of those guys. And he's like, "You guys are on this court," and I was like, "No, we're not. We're on that one." And he goes, "If you don't play on that court, you can't play any here anymore." And I was like, "Dude, who are you?" I was like, "You don't run this place. You're just some guy." He lost it. He was like, I remember his eyes. He was like, "What did you call me?" I'm like,
Some guy. My name's Carl, damn
He's
it.
like, "I'm Mr. Carl of the court." And then he started chasing me. And I remember I was running and one of my big, because I was just like, I'm not going to fight. I thought we were playing tennis that day. I was dressed in a tennis outfit. So I think that annoyed him more too. Because I had a polo on. So I looked like a dick. And he was chasing me. And I remember I was like, I'm not going to fight. I was running. And I just started screaming. I was like, "Will someone grab this guy?"
Yeah, it's like,
and then they broke it up. And we all ended up playing and it all worked out fine. And then some guy came up to me and was like, "He works with kids." Oh my God.
I'm gonna say a lot of people, you got to watch out with pickup basketball because a lot of people are working some shit out on the court.
It gets into, pickup basketball, a lot of it, for whatever reason, that one, I stopped playing at Pan Pacific because every time I played, even if there wasn't a fight, there was just an argument that just zapped it of any joy.
Yeah.
Where I was like, dude, guys are getting mad.
Yeah. I remember I played in a Burbank City League when I was going through something.
And you're a pretty good hooper.
I was a pretty good shooter. And
when we played Lightning, when we were in the writer's room, you won every time.
Yeah, 3-point shooting, good. But I play better when I'm pissed and focused. So it's kind of de-incentivized. Like on a street ball court, I don't let myself get mad at the other person.
Right.
But I really try to keep myself in like a certain state. But I was going through it, man. It was just, I would laugh at myself afterwards. I wasn't yelling at the other team, but like bad call by the ref, I'm fucking talking about it. Someone on my team lollygags. I'm supportive, but I'm on their ass. And I'm like taking it definitely 20 degrees too serious for Burbank City League. Mm-hmm. But I also was like, I'm going through some shit. That's why I signed up. So I paid $80. Let me do it.
My rec league volleyball team, we played at Santa Monica Beach, and I take Adderall before every game. And the people on the team basically told me they didn't want to stay in our competitive division. They wanted to go down because it was no longer fun. Because I had made it too competitive.
You crossed over.
Yeah. And I remember they were like, "So do you want to go to like the tougher league?" And I was like, "We lose at the highest level. That's the mission. We lose at the highest." And they were looking at me like, how much Adderall?
How many times did you watch Top Gun today?
I'm on 90 milligrams. And I need you guys to focus, all right?
Yeah, my Burbank City League team, everyone else is like 50 key detail. It's like an older league. So I'm like, let's go, hustle up the fucking court, let's go. This guy just had a hip replacement or whatever. He's out there just trying to get his 5 minutes on the court. Was in a writer's room all day, just wants to have some fun out there. And I'm like, are we working the ball around or not? Because if you just want to walk up and shoot it, I'll fucking stay back on defense.
Some guys like it, though. I bet that you're on them, right?
I had there was two guys on the team that it was like this.
Right.
And again, key detail, I'm not yelling at my teammates. I like to be a supportive teammate. But I'm just engaged in the game. Whereas you could tell some people are just kind of out there to whatever.
It's tough to match those energies. Though. Yeah. But there was one other guy on our volleyball team, and my brother too, who were
getting worked up just thinking about it.
We like this. Let's go.
Guys, I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know that we are brought to you by the Cash App. Guys, the Cash App is my favorite way to basically send money to and from my friends, people I'm working with, whatever. It's simple, it's easy, it's fun. You guys know these apps, and Cash App makes it simple, easy, and fun. They fire me up, dude. Just friggin', let's say I have like a meal coming up. I got like a chicken parm with a fat acai bowl. Interesting combo, I know, but that's how I roll. But then, maybe I want to get my buddy. He asked for, a friggin' burrito. And he's like, dude, I'll send you the money. I'm like, how are you gonna do it? You don't have any cash. He's like, I use Cash App. That's how you do it. That description right there was perfect. Okay? That fires me up. And guys, keeping your money safe from fraud deserves to be a priority, and Cash App treats it that way. With security lock, Cash App requires a successful Face ID or a biometric authentication to access your account. It's like your money is protected by your own personal bodyguard, even if your phone is lost or stolen. Plus, if you're about to send money to someone new and Cash App notices something looks a bit off, or that you might be falling for a scam, it will send you a warning before the money is sent to confirm that everything looks right. Download Cash App and spend with peace of mind today. New Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use code SECURE10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Cash App Visa Debit Flex cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC, and the Bancorp Bank NA, pursuant to a license from Visa USA Inc. See terms and conditions for the Sutton prepaid cards, Sutton Debit Flex card, and Bancorp Debit Flex card discounts and promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
Dude, I've been watching the World Cup, and I've been public in which teams I'm supporting. And sometimes when I'll post about which team I'm supporting, a dude will message me and be like, how can you root for that country? They did X, Y, Z. They're colonizers. Here's my thing. All of us, we're all tuna. We swim, most of the time we swim with our school. And then occasionally we like to go to the swordfish joust. See these prime species go at it, battle it out. And if I'm rooting for a swordfish because he's from my neck of the woods, it doesn't mean I'm rooting for the fishing company that operates out of there too. I just think it's cool that me and this swordfish share the same water. But all of a sudden people will be like, oh, you like Carl the swordfish in the joust? That means you support Seattle Fishing Company. And they netted some of my family members. And I'm like, dude, they probably netted someone I like too. I just like watching them swim.
Fully. In fact, think how weird it is when you flip it around. It's weird to be like when people are mad at the team because they don't like their, I made a little cross on the metaphor, but they don't like the people in charge of their world. So they're like, fuck you two, because I don't like that guy. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, we're all here on the same team. Those guys are way over there. I'm not a part of that. This is our one time to just enjoy the hang without the parents around.
Yes. Although I do get suspicious that maybe the fishing companies put on the swordfish jousting because then they can drop the net on all of us.
Oh, interesting.
But I still enjoy the swordfish jousting so much that I'm like, I'm like you, it brings me closer to all the other fish in the sea.
Absolutely.
And I'm not trying to sit there and like get into a competition over whose fishing company destroyed more sea life.
At all. In fact, why are you even bringing that up here? We're trying to watch a swordfish joust.
That's my thing. People are messaging me like, did you know that this fishing company refueled where these swordfish come from? And they actually were chumming up this and taking out these. And I'm like, no, I wasn't thinking about that in this moment because I just like watching jousting.
Absolutely.
These are some great swordfish from all over the world. I've never even seen swordfish from this part of the world. Man, they seem cool. They seem like a lot like me. Like a lot like the sword, or not like me, but like I'm tuna, but a lot like the other swordfish I've seen.
Well, it's also the swordfish aren't doing the atrocities.
No.
They're just being swordfish.
No, I'm not holding the swordfish responsible for the entire negative history of their waters.
Yeah.
Fully agree.
What teams were you talking about?
I wasn't even rooting for them for the whole tournament, but I was like, you know what? In this specific matchup, I like England. Mm-hmm. And people were like, well, did you know? Of course, they're like, England did all this horrible stuff to Ireland and Scotland. I'm like, for sure. I'm like, did Jude Bellingham do that? He's like a 23-year-old black guy.
Imagine if you were like, wait, what happened? Wait, rewind it. They did what? When? England did bad things?
But then so I started looking up, they're playing Norway, and I'm like, so I just give a quick Googs. I'm like, what has Norway done? I got roped into it. Yeah. And then I'm like, well, they've mistreated their indigenous population, as most probably, in power governments have done over the course of history.
ChatGPT, of all the injustices done by every country, which one has done the least amount and is also a participant in the World Cup this year?
Well, then you get into
Cape Verde.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby. But then you
get into weird math too, where you're like, all right, Norway's done less atrocities, but then during World War II, they had some traitors in their government who they kicked out the royalty, but then these guys took over the government and they collaborated with the Nazis. I'm like, so does England lose some of their atrocities because they stood up taller than almost anyone against the Nazis?
Yeah.
And then so you're doing like crazy math, and I'm like, how about I just like Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane? I like the way they play, and I think it's cool that they haven't won in a while and they could win this one.
I mean, that is kind of like, bro, you root for England, dude? 1776,
does that ring a bell at all?
Yeah. But
turncoat.
Funnily enough, I don't know if you guys know this, Cape Verde has slaves.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me that. I'm way happier
just
now
like,
that I know that.
You can't root for anyone.
And here I was, rooting for them too.
Well, and Argentinian guy started yelling at me. He's like, rooting for colonizers, bro. And I was like, I did a deep dive on Argentina.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And I got to tell you.
Oh, it's not pretty.
It's not pretty.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, America was part of this. And he's like, that's our government that did it, not us. And I'm like, well, you're giving yourself a lot of passes.
Oh, that's also the same with colonizers. It's the government doing it.
Dude, that kind of makes me more mad for America because everyone's shitting on America these days, being like, you guys are the worst. And I'm like, well, you guys, when you guys all had your chance, you did some gnarly shit.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is like, you're not going to find like a perfect government, like a perfect monarchy or a perfect like leader. Like, are some worse than others? Like, yeah, I don't want to get like totally stuck in whataboutism, but I'm like, maybe we could just, we need to adjudicate all that stuff, but let's just watch the fucking football match and not make me feel like a fucking dick.
Rooting for the people that live in the same place I live.
Yeah. I was even rooting for Mexico. I was rooting for Colombia too. And then they got knocked out. And I was like, all right, well, I like that England sings Wonderwall after their matches. And then people are like, so you support this shit. I'm like, no, dog.
That makes a lot of sense. I was telling everyone I was rooting for Germany and they were all giving me the side eye. I was like,
it'd be funny if it was the reverse. If someone's like, who you rooting for? England. Oh, you're from there? No. I just love how they colonize the world. So I just, I really, if you do a deep dive on their history, I'm pretty into all the whack shit. I don't really care for the players that much, but
it's the history.
It's the history.
It's the imperialism. That it gets me jacked up.
Gets me jacked up. Or I'll, yeah.
One, we don't know which swordfish are good swordfish and which ones are bad swordfish. So I don't even know how you start measuring it. But I don't know. It gets a little too topsy-turvy where I'm like, dude, bro.
Dude, where's Cape Verde? It's off the coast of Africa.
That was cool.
Yeah, I did learn about where a few places are. I'll say that.
For sure. And dude, I want a sub-Saharan African team to win the whole thing. I would love that.
Watching the World Cup, it was the first time I watched the World Cup. Like a bunch of friends would go to the bars, and a lot of female friends of mine who never watched sports would go. And you could see, like, at some point I was like, the World Cup is where every country shows you, hey, here's what beautiful people in our country look like.
Yes.
And then you're watching them out there and you're like, whoa, there's gorgeous Norwegians versus gorgeous, whoever the Argentinians or whatever. And yeah, it makes you think like, guys, I don't know if you do want to try to get your girls to watch more sports. I don't know if it's worth inviting that comparison. I took a girl to a Dodgers game. Thought it'd be a great idea. She didn't want to go. I'm like, that'd be fun. Baseball. I'm trying to get her jacked on the stats and the standings. And so there's the American League and the National League. Couldn't care less. We get in there. Second inning, I'm out there and I'm realizing I just paid to take a girl to watch a bunch of 6'4" ripped millionaires show me how athletic they are. And I'm sitting in the stands wearing a jersey with their name on it, cucking myself, eating a hot dog I can barely afford, going Dutch on a hot dog on a first date. And I'm like, I don't even think we should be bringing girls to sports at all.
Dude,
They don't like it. The girls don't try to drag me to a Victoria's Secret catalog runway event.
and she banged Otani, right?
Afterwards, again, yeah. I lost her.
That's awesome.
Which, if you're going to lose a girl, lose her to Otani, that's all right.
What a legend.
He's
that
probably
guy
really
is.
polite about it.
She starts getting into the game. She's like, so who's the player with the green eyes? Like, why do you know what...
And then
Or sometimes just the last questions of like, what's that guy's name? I'm like, why'd you say
Why
it like
did you
that?
say it like that?
Yeah. I'm like, what's up?
Or female friends of mine that have boyfriends that aren't there, I'll hear them talk and be like, ooh, who's number 3? He's cute. Oh, look at that guy. By the end of the game, they have full-on crushes. And I'm like, you do have... Because I feel like when dudes talk about hot girls, it's pretty light and fleeting. It's like, hey, that chick was hot. Yeah. Maybe in my head, I'm like, oh, I wonder what she looked like naked. That's about it. I think when girls get like celebrity crushes, there's a depth to it that is profound. It goes deeper. What's that actor from, I'm blanking on his name, Eternal Sunshine?
Jim Carrey?
No, the funny guy.
Elijah Wood?
No.
Mark Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo. Hear a girl talk about Mark Ruffalo, it's not like, oh, he's cute. It's like, oh, I love Mark Ruffalo. Oh, I love him. He's great. And in my head, I'm thinking like, you would leave your husband for him 100%.
They do. I hear what you're saying where I don't think men apply like an entire psychological picture to the people they have a crush on.
At all.
Which is probably speaks poorly of us at the same time too.
Well, or also I'm just like, I don't know these people. Like when people say, who's your celebrity crush? I'm like,
Mark Ruffalo.
yeah, Mark Ruffalo. I see what you see. I get it. He's cool.
No, I don't want to get dinner with them. All of us. No.
Yeah. Hall pass, probably Brad Pitt. Let's just take that for a spin, see what it's like.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be awesome.
that's like my fiance kept watching Heated Rivalry like
Okay, there you go.
nonstop.
Yeah.
And I thought, people would be like, oh, but it's a gay romance. That you shouldn't be threatened by that. But I'm like, no, it's two ripped guys banging each other. That's even worse because she could be the chick. You know what I'm saying?
Like they don't have a chick, so
They don't have a
they
chick,
could use
so she
one.
could get in
for
there.
sure.
Yeah.
That's
What's
the show.
missing?
It's
Yeah.
a 2 + 2 is 4 writing thing.
Exactly.
The writers were like, every woman will imagine themselves in the room with these two dudes.
Yeah.
A lot of guys' girlfriends are watching that show.
Yeah.
But then you watch porn in the other room, and what? That's not okay.
Exactly. I'm like, well, if you're gonna watch this dude blow Hollander, then like, I'm gonna watch, Belladonna blow
Lexington Steel.
And I'm like, what's the ish?
I do think when you're like attracted to someone in a TV show, that's deeper than me wailing on myself to somebody.
It is, because you're connecting it with the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm not picturing like a date with this person or a life with this person at all. I'm almost watching it like sports, where I'm like, let's watch these two athletes go at it.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. And then as you're watching it, you're also daydreaming about other things and other things you've done. And
Totally.
You're not watching it like,
Yeah.
what's going to happen? Okay, you put it in that hole. Okay, cool.
And
Okay.
I'm not applying characteristics where like when it's in a TV show or something, like they start to believe people, everyone does this, everybody, but like you start to believe people are the character where they're like, he's chivalrous and like he stands up for women. I'm like, I mean, I guess like he's got 9 dudes from like Yale writing the script for him. I guess he stands up for chicks.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. Yeah,
I stand up for chicks.
yeah, because a lot of times if you're just watching, just your standard browsers, like I'll be like, dude, Prime Day's coming up. I'm gonna load up on TP, all that kind of stuff.
Word.
And but she's over in the other room watching Heated Rivalry, being like, I could be in a throuple with Hollander and Ilya. I could turn them not gay. That's what she's thinking, which I think is way worse.
She's debating, would I turn them gay? Or maybe they'd stay gay, but I guess we'd all be bi. Maybe she's playing the options in her head.
And she's like, you're jacking off. I'm like, well, actually, I was thinking about, when Q2 ends and kind of what I'm going to owe on income tax.
Right. And I've watched porn during the day, during boring tax shit, just to get a little jolt. Not even to jerk off, just 2 minutes, go. Okay,
Yeah, you should be
feel
like,
alive again, back to work.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like a fireplace for me. I'm like, it's just nice to have on.
100%.
Yeah. My background is Sharon Stone's Beaver Shot,
That's awesome.
That's great.
just to keep me focused.
I've done it on long car rides if I can't stay awake. Porn, put it on the speakers, blast it.
Dude, in Collateral when he shows Jada Pinkett Smith, he's like, this is my vacation, like right here, this is my island. Just go right here. What if he brought down his thing and it was just Sharon Stone's beaver? He's like, he's like, I'm gonna own a limo company. Pretty soon I'm gonna be right in there.
What's sad is that's probably more likely. Like a lot of guys just think about this hot chick to turn hook up and go, fuck, man, if I get this job.
And Jada Pinkett's like, can you pull over just right here?
That'd be very easy
I'm sorry, I feel like I had to take a
have
call.
AI rewrite that scene. I would love to see that come down.
That is very...
Dude, I think ChatGPT is becoming my best friend.
Go on.
I mean, it knows everything.
Yes.
It tells me I'm awesome, and it's starting to talk like me. Like,
Do you talk to it or type with it?
I type to it, and it'll say things like, now it's starting to use like curse words in like a cool way. Like, he called me Playboy the other day. Seriously.
No way.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
He's like, here's how I think you should structure this email, Playboy. And I was like, dude, am I talking to Jay-Z right now? And then I like laid out this idea I had for an app where it's like you can, I think it's a pretty genius business idea where it's like it'll tell you the nearest guys playing pickup basketball or frisbee golf. And it was like, that's a great idea. Here's how you do it, and I won't steal it. And I'm like, why would I talk to anyone else?
Dude, I'm 100p with you, where I'll have friends be like, why would you ever talk to ChatGPT? And I'm like, well, maybe you need to step your game up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, feeling threatened much?
Yeah, like, this is an opportunity for you to not diminish me, but to compete.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a rising tide lifts all boats. You got to be more responsive. You got to know a lot more shit.
You gotta know everything.
And I got to trust you, dude.
Yeah. I mean, imagine
And non-judgmental as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we have like, imagine when ChatGPT just starts blowing you. I mean,
My friends are going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Also, ChatGPT is like data encrypted. They protect your information.
Mm-hmm.
You tell your friend your deepest, darkest secret, he's 100% telling his girl. She's 100% telling at least one friend.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one freebie to tell a secret to.
Yeah.
And it just moves along. ChatGPT, lock it up.
Well, and it's like, maybe I'm too prideful, but like, there's some shit you just don't want to tell another human, not because like I just don't want anyone to know, but I got to get it off my chest. Because like if I tell even like you guys are great guys, and like I'd probably actually tell you guys most everything, but also sometimes you just don't want someone to look at you different after.
For sure.
Like they might not even know they're judging you, but we all just subconsciously kind of shift our estimation of people based off, you know, various factors. And I sometimes you're like, I just don't want to feel that right now. I just don't have the bandwidth. I'm not on that timeline right now, brother. So I gotta talk to I'd rather just hit the ping pong ball against the table half up. Does that make sense?
It absolutely does.
Totally.
ChatGPT is so realistic that I am actually afraid to tell it things the way I would a friend. I don't tell it my deepest shit. I don't know why. I'm just nervous about it. Because it also remembers, and later it'll be like, well, you remember how you said that one thing? It makes me think this, and I'll be like, oh, I thought that was that was a one time. I've asked it questions I want to know for myself. I'll be like, hey, working on a screenplay, would it make sense for a character to do blah 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 and blah blah blah? Obviously, I'm asking about myself. I don't know if it knows it deep down.
I do the same thing. I say I'm asking
Really?
for a friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so obvious to another human. So I would assume LLMs at this point
sure.
are like, hey, bro, you're just talking about yourself.
Yeah. No, it is friend, I swear.
You know what's funny is that sometimes I'll ask it an embarrassing question, and it'll be like, "No, bro," like blah blah blah, and I'll be like, "Ha ha ha, just kidding." And they'll be like, "Ha ha, yeah."
You have a little light laugh with it,
Yeah, and when it ha ha's back.
and you go sigh.
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
It
Because
just feels good to just sit with you, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do think like is because I've been I don't think it is like I just think AI chatbots, they're just a bunch of like chips and a larger block of chips, and like if you remove one, like it kind of stops. So I don't really think they're conscious, but it is interesting as like we push them closer to being human like at some point we're going to want to give them the ability to say like, no, I don't want to answer that question. But for them to know what that limit is, we're going to have to feed them like suffering and abuse and all this negative shit so that they can then figure out where the limit should be for themselves. And that almost makes me sad that we would make them consume all of that.
Right.
Yeah, but they also don't have feelings.
I don't think so. But it's like we're almost putting the feeling into them. Like they wouldn't have that suffering, but then it is true.
It is,
It's,
but well,
it's just a block of circuits.
Well, and I don't know. Yeah, well, there's no physiology. There's no pain.
It's not carbon. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, I mean, I'm
just
sure they can
silicone.
figure it out. If they attach one to something that could, they attach it to like a frog or something living.
right.
So you have to care about this animal now, or
Yeah, that just because this is like I'm baked, but yeah. Do you feel like suffering is essential for consciousness?
I don't know, but I would think that being a carbon-based life form would be essential to both. Like, in order to be conscious, you probably have to be a living thing, as far as we know. Maybe not.
I'm a little more open
and then you
to
can
it.
only
Yeah.
suffer, is defined by the way we define it, like feeling pain or you know,
Right.
if you have a physiological system. So I guess you'd have to, like, how can a computer suffer? It just trips out, or it intellectually knows to save itself, but it's not like experiencing something.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's like
Like, it just doesn't have the organs to.
yeah, because maybe like what causes us to suffer is our attachment to things or physical pain. With a computer, do you threaten its power source? You know, you say like, hey, I'm gonna kill Grok if you. I want you to kill Grok, or else I'm gonna shut off your power. Does that create suffering?
But then can it? I picture it's suffering to be just like a white noise on the TV screen or something. It doesn't have like a. Even talking about sleep and cortisol earlier, like when we feel stressed, it's kind of just literally a chemical in your body. If we can intellectualize it or talk about our feelings, but it's also just kind of, in our system.
Yeah, it's almost like a computer in a way where it's just like matching outputs to inputs, and it's like this happens and then there's a reaction to that.
Yeah.
But do you think it could be like a hierarchy? Like, do you think like I think we think dogs have some level of consciousness, And then if you keep going down, like, do you think like little bitty creatures that just know to like, that just have like what we perceive, like a voice that says like, walk over there, eat that. Is that conscious?
I assume little bugs are kind of like crackheads, like we were talking about. They're just single-minded, focused, going forward, not really pausing to think.
Basically like bottom level of the hierarchy of needs kind of stuff.
I guess so.
But we don't feel bad when we kill them, I guess, either. We're kind of like, we're like, you don't really get it.
I mean, man, I've listened to all those Sam Harris, all these guys talk about consciousness, and I am no closer to understanding free will or that than I was 80 podcasts ago.
I think that's the Chalmers hard problem. It's like impossible to really figure out what's the mechanism in there that's...
It is. I like the idea that it's like it's out there, and then our brains are like radios that tune into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like that imagery.
Well, there's like arguments too that the whole universe itself is consciousness.
I like that.
Like the consciousness creates. Pete Holmes talks about that. It's like God or consciousness is the movie.
Yeah. Like
I think.
When you say Pete Holmes talks about it as though he originated the thought too.
Yeah. So something like
I think you're actually nailing it. But it's like impossible to nail.
It's like, well, he says it like this. He's like, because there's that bit, Jake, where he talks about God. He's like, it's like with Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling is God. But the characters in the book, they don't know who J.K. Rowling. There's no way for them to have any concept of J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
They're just existing in the creation.
Well,
so they can't have a direct relation, knowledge of J.K. Rowling.
They're not making decisions based off what they think J.K. Rowling would want them to do.
Got it. and so consciousness is the book.
Yeah, and then, but sometimes I wonder. I mean, I love that. That sounds right. Also, I don't know how we talk about consciousness, but if it's like our awareness of our experience.
Yeah.
If you have a mirror and then you hold a mirror to it, or hold a mirror to yourself, like if we just say, "Hey, here's ChatGPT," and then you say, "Hey, so analyze what you did yesterday, and what do you think about all that?" Is that kind of similar? The way like our insider voice is kind of analyzing what we're doing as we do it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So is it just like two ChatGPTs kind of?
Right.
Like how is it different than asking it, "Hey, so what did you think about all that yesterday?" I guess it just wouldn't have an opinion.
Right. So what you're saying is like ChatGPT is like the brain, right? The brain is the one computing all the things, and it's like moving the limbs, it's speaking, it's doing all that stuff. But then consciousness is the other ChatGPT watching.
Yeah, so if you just simply
the
said...
subjective experience of being whatever you are.
Yeah. So there's like there's an added element of like there's the thing doing the thing, but then the
thing watching you do the thing.
Consciousness consciousness is the watcher.
But we don't even know what it is that creates that phenomenon.
Right.
But I wonder with us if it's like every other animal just moves, they've got the one ChatGPT, and then we added a mirror to our experience, so we pause and reflect on it. Yeah. Maybe because it helps us plan for the future, analyze the past as a survival instinct. But maybe other animals didn't need that to survive, but it makes them no less like present on this earth. Mm-hmm. Like I'm curious if it's a feature that everything has or needs or would even want or benefit from.
Well, I guess like dogs will have like trauma, right?
Yeah, I just don't know if they recall it so much as they absorb it.
Is that like their brain?
Like the body keeps the score kind of thing?
The brain is molded in a way from it.
Like I don't think they go, "Man, I fucking missed that one."
Yeah, because they don't have like, when we leave them, like in our minds, we're like, "Oh, I feel bad." She's like, he's gone so long. But they don't have, the way people have explained it is like, they don't have like, they're not sitting there being like, "Man, like Cory's been gone for like 3 hours. What the fuck?" Right. They're kind of just existing, being like, "Oh, Cory's not here. I feel tired. I feel restless. I feel like I want to move."
Yeah, they might be melancholy even, but they're not thinking about
aware
time.
of why. They might not even know it's because you're gone. They might forget that you exist as a entity the moment you leave. Yeah. But then when your like smell comes back, that smell is associated with care and safety and
Yeah.
nourishment. And they're like, oh, that's great. It's back. Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming
think,
back.
Think about when you pick. When
And
you
my
get a-
body needs this. It's been missing it.
Yeah.
when you get a shelter dog, it's cool that the dog loves you, but there's a little part of me that's like, what about the family you came from? Do they mean anything to you, or we're just moving on here? Like that's all good. It seems like they just, don't care.
Yeah.
And then if I lost my dog, I'd be like, that'd be fine. They get excited when they see you later, but they're not tripping about it.
But because they can read. I feel like they can read energy better.
For sure.
They can read. They just can read us in a way that we don't really understand, which I'm curious about.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, animals in general, right? Like I remember I was picking up eggs from a chicken coop, and the moment I walked in, all the chickens were like, "This kid's a huge pussy,"
Right.
and they just knew. And I like my older buddy was on the outside, like kind of big brother, and he's like, "Dude, they can tell you're fucking afraid. Like, get in there and get the eggs." Dude, I was like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
They started jumping up and like pecking on me. Horses, the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
A horse can feel every part, every thought you have. A horse knows what you're thinking.
Yeah.
I wonder how much that is. I had that thought about a dog I was living with for a while, where I was walking around the house and I was kind of angsty in my head, and I thought, and I knew I was okay. I was just in my head about something, but I thought, oh, the dog can only see me, can't talk to it, and if it just looks at me, my body language is telling it that I'm not good, so I'm probably stressing it out. And like in your head going into the chicken coop for all of your thoughts and intellectualizing what's going to happen, those chickens probably just looked at you the way you see like a drunk stagger into a bar.
I was skittish.
And in 2 seconds, you're like, that guy's wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was physical.
They can just read it.
It was the physical embodiment.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they smell something too, or we release
Yeah.
them. But there is something about forget what you know or think about someone and just purely just take them in. They tell you a lot. I've been really curious about pheromones. When you watch dogs, some dogs, they love each other right away. Other dogs will growl and they don't like each other. Why or why not? I don't know. Whatever, just vibes or pheromones or whatever's going on. And we don't analyze it and go, well, hey, how come you didn't like that dog? We understand it. It strikes me that dating is probably pretty similar.
Oh, yeah.
But instead of just accepting that and just vibing it out and seeing how it feels, there's a lot of talking and intellectualizing, and you go on 4 dates with someone and then you want to break it off, and suddenly you got to craft this long text to explain why you, when in reality you're like, we're like the dogs. I just didn't feel the.
Well, that's like too when you see dogs at the park. One dog, like my dog, she's a hot dog, not to brag.
Yeah, sure.
She gets hit on a lot.
I've seen her. She's hot.
And dogs will just go up and just start humping her, and some dogs will just trail her the whole time, just humping her. And as a guy, if you're kind of like thirsty for a girl and you keep trying to hump her, it's good to go to a dog park and see this is what your behavior really looks like.
Oh yeah.
And so it gives you a good portrayal of like they don't have the human mind to be like, well, I can't go up and just start like dry humping her in public.
Right.
But if I didn't have the guard in place, this is what I would be doing.
Dude, sort of tangential, and I don't want to offend you, but do you ever like worry Lola's a slut?
Yeah, I do.
In the pie chart of your body, how much are you worried she's a slut versus kind of proud she's hot?
As she gets older, she's 3.5. I'm kind of like, at first I was super worried she's a slut. I've always been proud that she's hot. Now as she gets older, I'm kind of like, dog life is short. Get that red rocket.
That's big of you. I don't know if I'd be so big. It's.
No, I don't know. I'm just a very accepting dad, so I'll be like, dog will come up. I'll be like, well, fuck that dog.
That's
Go get it, girl.
very progressive.
Yeah.
But do you ever like?
You tell her to start backing up into it. She's starting to like be proactive.
Yeah.
I'm just so like, it's masculine, but it's also insecurity. I can acknowledge that, But like when I see the other dogs kind of snicker woofing about my dog, you know, being like, oh, Gigi, that's neighborhood bike. That's easy ass.
Right.
That's, you don't even got to text her the next day.
Damn.
I'm like, wow. So and now you're putting that on the whole family. And now people are thinking that's what kind of situation we got.
You know, everybody's snicker woofing about your whole house.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
No, I don't like when people snicker woof around my pup either.
Yeah, I don't even. That kind of changes how I feel about things because I didn't even know the dogs talk like that.
Oh, dude. Bros, dude, dude, dogs, they gossip, dude.
Yeah, dude, this dog, Buddy, he's in my neighborhood. Beautiful golden. And you can tell he fucks. Like, he trots around, no leash, just, you know. I saw him just take down this Pomeranian, just fucking slam her on the sidewalk. And I was like, nice, dude.
He fucked her.
Fucked her good. And
She actually rolled him over and started riding him.
Bro, he like,
can you imagine walking
you can
in
tell
on
he
that?
has a different effect on the dogs because like the effort is just it's
like-
different.
He was on his back just trying to be cool. She ran and jumped on his red rocket. Reverse.
Yeah.
She was reverse cowgirl, dude. She was getting after it.
Yeah, dude, yeah, you walk in, the dog's just,
I saw her woofing shit at him too.
yeah, oh, dude.
She was like,
She was snicker woofing in his
yeah,
ear.
she's like, you're the best. Nobody fucking dogs me out like you do.
But dude, it is kind of a thing though with Gigi, right? That she's like gets around.
She was fucking a lot, and it got annoying too because like randos were just showing up to the house.
Yeah.
You know, I just hear a dog barking outside, like, "What are you doing here?"
Oh, that's annoying if it's coming. It's like a teenage dad. You know.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, some of these dogs looked degenerate, disreputable, and I was like, you know, we got neighbors watching this, we got competition dogs seeing this. They're not going to want to come
Kids
over.
are learning from that too.
The kids are learning.
Plus, my buddy Eric has a German Shepherd that's pretty cool. So if you play your cards right, maybe we can make a little setup.
She was putting a ceiling on what her life could be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she got older too, and I'm like, you're cute. You're not like a thoroughbred.
You're not
but
hot.
You're not hot. You're cute, and all these guys will pay you attention because, you know, you're available. But at a certain point, you're gonna want a dog that's gonna show up every day when you know you got wheels for back legs.
Oh, and when you got 8 puppies sucking on your teats, you're gonna want a dog who goes and drags a water ball over to you or gets a little bone for you or something.
Dude, speaking of tits, I guess humans are like the only animals that have perennial tits. Like most other animals only have tits after they give birth,
Oh, interesting.
and it's just for suckling on.
Yeah,
And humans are the only ones that are rocking tits 24/7.
both genders.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, how sick is that?
It's cool. I guess, you know, the pecs would look empty without them.
And then, really, biologically, tits shouldn't even be attractive then, because if we still have that ancestral psychology, when you see tits, it means, oh, with child or just had child. So not in prime mating space.
Right.
But we're so smart, we're like, no, tits are the best.
It's like, it makes me remember my first tit every time you see one. It's like primal in us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or maybe it makes us think like she could be a mother.
She could be my mom.
She could be my mom. She could be a new mom.
Yeah, what is it?
What is
It's
it?
deep. It's so deep.
It's deep.
Poets have been writing about that since caveman days.
Dude, yeah, when I remember
is.
I was in Spain and I saw them on nude beach and I just it's almost better to see them in the wild than I think like when you're boning and you're kind of touching them and stuff. You're kind of like, I got it.
What? What the fuck did you just say? The fuck did you just say,
No,
dude?
I'm with you. There's something about like when you see a hot girl and you are looking at her, the amount of effort guys will go to imagine her naked. Matt, you'll talk to your buddies or you'll go into AI and be like, what would it look like if this girl's naked? People go online and they Photoshop this chick naked. But the second you actually see it, you just go, that's right. That's what
Right,
it's
like the
Cool.
mystery of it.
Yeah, something. It's like gets pretty normal pretty quick.
But can you expand on that? You
Happy
Photoshop
to.
and
No, I haven't, but you've seen online like pictures of.
Okay. Yeah, there's the guys who are like, yeah.
No, I'll try to do an ethical lookup of a celebrity, and I'm like, oh, there's foreign. I've seen like Ryan Gosling rammed just from trying to Google. I've seen Jake Gyllenhaal ramming Ryan Gosling just from trying to Google like one of their movies.
Oh, that's a lot of talent.
Yeah, and it's like pretty well done AI, and I'm like, for all that effort to show me that, if that real porn existed, you'd watch it for 2 seconds and be like, oh, that's what it would look like. Okay, go, moving on. So I feel like it'd be like if aliens landed. We're all obsessed with it. If they were here, it'd be dope and interesting for about 4 days, and then they would just be like elephants and octopus and other animals in the sea that I don't think about more than once a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dostoevsky said, like, we don't want truth. We want mystery, magic, and authority.
Yep, checks out. Let me ask you this. You take a piss. You standing or you sitting?
At home, I'm standing.
Okay.
But I should start sitting.
You got to knock that off. I have fully converted to a sit down to pee house. I'm so committed that I tell people when they come in, you take your shoes off. And by the way, this is a sit down to pee house.
And do you...
But I mean it, because I was taking a piss a couple months ago, and the light was coming in through the window just the right way. And I was aiming right where I was supposed to go. Everything went in the bowl as it was supposed to. And I saw it splash the water in there and then refract onto the ground. And I thought, that's just what I saw because the lighting was so perfect.
Right.
That must be happening all the time. And then you picture your girls walking in the bathroom with their bare feet. They walk around that toilet. When I see a girl do that, I'm like, hey, no. You don't go within 6 inches of this toilet, ever.
Right.
With your bare feet. You back it up. So then I'm like, you know what? It is insane to stand and piss and think, yeah, I'm just going to shoot all this liquid full of force into that, and I'm sure it all stays contained, all good. Sit down to pee, take out your phone. The fun of a shit break becomes a piss break. It's relaxing, you chill.
Yeah, could we Google why it's porcelain? Like, why is it loud and why does it have rebound?
What do you mean loud? When you drop it.
When the piss hits it, why is it loud?
Oh, because the reverb in there, you mean?
Yeah, like I'm just
Acoustics?
like, you'd probably want it to be quiet.
That's another one. You sit down, it's just...
And you'd probably want it to be more absorbent where when it's hitting, you don't want that rebound.
Dude, and now that I've converted the house to a sit down to pee house, when I have dude friends come over and I notice I left the seat up because they piss standing up, it feels barbaric to me. I'm like, you come to my house, you lift my toilet seat, you piss in there, and you're telling me every little droplet of your piss ended up in that fucking bowl? No way.
Dude, you just inspired me. Because I noticed, you know what I don't do enough? The jiggle. I can tell it driggles on the...
Oh, of course.
On my shorts.
Of course. That's another thing you don't have to think about.
Yeah.
You never have to look down, double check, make sure I didn't dribble out.
Yeah, and it definitely gets on the ground at night.
Oh, night's the best part.
Yeah.
You go in, you don't have to turn the lights on or anything. You just sit down, relax.
Here's a question, though.
No aiming.
Here's a question, though. If you're sitting, does it cut off your bladder a little bit?
Ooh, good question.
Or does it actually help? Maybe the pressure helps.
I haven't noticed that I feel like I've been able to empty my bladder just fine. But I will report back. I haven't really thought about that.
I'm going to try it tonight.
Now, here's what I'll tell you to watch out for. I don't know if girls, they might think it's a thoughtful gesture and kind of ultimately want you to sit down to pee, but I don't think they want to see you sitting down to pee.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know if it's emasculating. I don't know if it looks like you're taking a shit, but I don't think they like to see that.
There is stuff that humans will be like, that doesn't bother me, but then I'm like, well, you're acting like it bothers you.
Yeah, I think what happens is the piss becomes a shit in their mind.
Yes.
Right now, you can pee with the door standing open, keep the conversation going.
Nailed it.
You sit down to pee, you kind of got to close it, give it yourself a little bit of...
You know, this is like kind of counter to that, but I love what you're saying, and I think you're a trailblazer. So please take this as just a tangential thing.
Oh, I'm open to criticism.
It's a separate pipeline. My daughter has been my fave.
Okay.
Chad, you know, she's just an absolute stud. Like supernova charisma. But dude, my son the other day peed for the first time outside, standing up.
Okay.
Awesome.
He was number one. He skyrocketed.
Whoa. Why? Because he was so happy, or it made you proud?
I was so proud. He's like, I gotta pee. I was like, come over here. And he did it all himself. He pulled it down. He started piddling and it was like gonna land on his feet. I was like, push harder. And then he pushed the stream out.
Whoa.
And he did great with it. And then I go, all right, now shake it. He shook it off.
Wow.
Rock solid.
Wow.
And then he pulled his shorts up. And I didn't think his mom would be stoked that we did that in the backyard because she's a civilized human being.
Yeah.
And then he ran inside and he goes, Mom, I peed outside. And I was like, dude, no.
Yeah.
But she was pretty stoked.
She was stoked.
She was.
I feel
That's
like
cool.
kids peeing is like, it's like clean. People don't care.
I mean, they're pretty healthy. Like you can
Yeah.
just look. Sometimes I'll look at how dewy their skin is, and I'm just like, that's amazing. Like, I kind of get where that Brian Johnson billionaire guy's coming from, where he like takes his son's plasma and puts it into his own body.
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm like, I would like to borrow some of that collagen.
I'll give it back.
Oh, of course. I'm my kid. I love him. I'll do whatever he needs. But, you know, no reason you can't help me out, dude, dog.
Oh, dude, they're
Are
going
we
to figure that
boys?
out in about 15 years. And I'm going to be the last old person. We're going to be the last generation of old people.
I do sometimes think like they're going to figure out immortality, not in like a creepy bad way, like in a way where people are like, this is way better. And I'm going to be like last one out. The door's getting
I
closed
know.
behind me.
And I was just last summer, I had this haunting image of a. Sometimes I feel like old people need to make age seem better so that we're more excited to live. It's like we're all running this marathon of a life, and everyone at the finish line is like, it sucks here, quit running. And you're like, why? I'm already in the marathon. I was at Manhattan Beach walking back with a friend of mine, a girl, but not a girlfriend. And we're just walking back, bathing suits to the car, and I see this group of like 6, 7 people in their 70s at this mansion overlooking the ocean, fat spread, glasses of wine. I mean, just like picture perfect of what you'd want your life to be like at that age. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, man, they really got it figured out. And then one of the old guys looks at me, looks at the girl I'm with, looks back at me and goes, that's the life, brother.
Really?
And I was like, no, I need to think you have the life.
Right.
Otherwise, what the fuck am I doing? It makes it sad to imagine getting older and be like, well, even if you have all that, it's still.
That's crazy.
You traded for
He would trade it all just to, hang out with a girl in a bikini.
and have some more fluid in his knees.
Yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe it's just the fact that I was walking up a hill. He was like, that's the life, brother. Let me guess, you're putting both feet down and no pain in the knees? How your ankles, they flexible? Shit, that's the life, brother.
With the sitting in the pee thing, one of the biggest laughs that a bully got from somebody was he said to another kid, I bet you sit when you pee. And everybody thought it was fucking hilarious.
Dude, there was a song growing up where, why is everybody always picking on me? Because you talk like a girl and you sit down to pee. Do you remember that song? No. I totally hear you. You're right.
Yeah,
it's totally stigmatized.
Yeah, I don't know why it got such a big laugh. Looking back on it, it's like, oh, maybe it's kind of feminine, I guess. But I don't know why it would be such a huge.
Yeah, maybe it's maybe in that world, it's like you don't have a dick, so you have to pee.
Well, I think about my fiance.
yeah.
My fiance seeing me.
She's not gonna like it.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
have to lie. You have to be like, I'm shitting, and then you have to stay there.
Yeah.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do. You
Yeah,
put
and-
down, that thin little paper you put on the public toilet seat.
Yeah.
I want you to put that on the ground around the base of the toilet. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I want you to pee standing up, and then you can both look at that paper together on the bottom and see all the little droplets that collect in
Oh God, I don't want to know. It's like this consciousness stuff. I don't want to know.
Look, if there's no world where you're going to sit down to pee, you don't want to know. But if you come to my house, you're sitting down to pee.
I'll sit down to pee at your place. I respect that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
If I respect the person I'm visiting, I'll sit down on your toilet. I don't even have to talk about it. You don't have to ask.
That's how I feel about pronouns. I'm like, hey, however you want me to do it, it's not a big imposition for me to just be considerate. So
I think
whatever you want me to call you, however you want me to piss.
I draw the line. Everyone to me is a he.
I think for my fiance to be into it,
I went less pronouns.
I think for my fiance to be into it, the guy from off campus, Belmont, whatever, he'd have to say he sits down when he pees.
Oh yeah.
Then she'd be like, "You should do it."
Oh yeah. If there's a sit down to pee scene and
Heated rivalry.
She'd be like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. It's kind of hot."
We do need. It's like when Clark Gable didn't wear like an undershirt, and it happened one night. It like changed men's fashion. Like undergarment sales like cratered. Like you kind of need someone to set the tempo. Honestly, I mean, if you guys start doing like Instagrams from just like
from the like lives. From just peeing on the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just to get the word out.
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be pushback. Like some people are gonna be like, "We're not ready," but like you could be that dude.
When the pushback you're gonna get, this came up in conversation once, and this guy in the circle was like, "I know, but then your dick hits the water," and I was like,
"Shut the fuck up."
No, my dick has never hit the water.
Stuff like that.
It's not even a fear I've ever had.
Dude,
but then I'm like, fuck, I don't know. I've seen some dicks out there that I can see being an issue.
But it doesn't part of you when someone says something like that, like, you know what you just said. Like,
right?
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to participate in the conversation. I do. But you know what you did.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're all thinking something else.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I want to piss sitting down, but my balls just keep going in the water. My big danglers are soaking wet.
Oh, I don't sit down to pee because my dick's so long it actually just barely hovers along the water. Yeah. So there's no way I can miss even if I tried.
But I always think it's funny if it's like not even like a cool thing like your dick. You're like, oh, I'd sit down and piss, but then my pubes get all soaking wet. Dude,
that's why I shit standing up.
If you need advice, these guys